The one rant was on July 2015, the one that I put on online. Okay, December, November, July.
Come on, there's hardly tell the story.
Oh, these are really, really condensed versions, too. June 2015. I'll take you into a somewhat difficult time in my life.
Oh, God. It's already starting off.
He's already turned off. It was full of uncertainty. It was around June 2015. In February of 2015, I left school around people. It was weird enough because I was around people from about a year or so, but it didn't seem the same to me.
Oh no, people are around me.
You're not supposed to comment! You comment afterwards. This is long enough as it is. I'll explain more later. So around this time, even through November 2015... Hold on, November 2015. I can read it, it's just I need to make sure it makes sense. Even through November 15 to June 2016 or so, I was continuing to work on school. Yeah, for a while. I was looking for work until I found my jobs. So the first thing that happened was I was able to be set up with a temporary job. So I would have work experience. So I worked 40 hours at Happy Hollow Day Camp. Day one, I found multiple girls that are attractive and had feelings for them.
Those eyebrow jiggles, though.
I can't help
They're
that.
fucking spazzing all over the place. I have to comment on it. I can't interrupt you. The way they are bouncing up and down.
I can't help it. I'm nervous and I've got my feelings are all going. And let's see. The first one happened on day one. I looked through. I'm trying so hard not to laugh because I know you're gonna laugh at some shit.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
Let me do this. You're not whacking off.
Why?
I just skipped some lines. First one happened on day one. I looked her up on, or found her on Facebook, and she denied my friend request. So at that point, I just tried to move on and act like nothing happened. I think day two made me realize my feelings for another girl who I was really interested in for whatever reason. She is pretty physically attractive and seemed nice for the most part. I don't think that anything will likely ever happen with her, even if I really wanted it to. It took me a long time to get past her, even in the slightest way. Even now, I may still have feelings for her. Even though it's been over a year later, I don't know how to explain it. I know that she made me happy being around her. I look forward to seeing her. I was nervous around her. I wanted to get to know her more. I thought about her constantly. I stayed awake days at a time and nights thinking about all of that kind of thing.
Sounds like a bad stalker book.
This is part 1 of 10 or so.
And then I raped her.
No, I wouldn't do that. I found out that she had or has a boyfriend, and I was upset and jealous of him and other guys. I didn't know what to do or say or anything like that. I was a lot more shy and I need to make sure I'm wording this correctly because I'm writing this at like 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, I know. I've seen some things you said. It's hard to read the shit.
Can you read any of this?
Here.
You don't write very nicely either, bitch.
Better than you.
So it didn't take much.
Here, give it here and I will read story time.
I got it. I was a lot more shy and I don't worry about how people would think of me like I do now, which is far less. Now I care so much less, especially where I don't care what people think much anymore about my looks or actions, if anything, more of my personality. And the second page. Yay. By the time I wasn't around her anymore, it was really uncertain. I don't really remember that time a whole lot. I remember being sad and at least having trouble not crying. The hardest thing for me is feeling helpless and hopeless, and everyone in general. And everyone, yeah, fuck it. I'm just saying what it says. I'm not even going to correct myself. I basically moved on even though I didn't want to. I forgot what I may have done, but I may have messaged her and said that I had feelings for her and she blocked me. Recently, I made another account and accidentally found her and sent her a friend request.
Accidentally?
I didn't look her up. She was under friends that you may know or something. And she accepted, but I haven't talked to her. There's plenty more to say. When I was working once, I'm pretty sure that I ran into her, her boyfriend, and some others. I almost said something, but I didn't and acted like I didn't know her. I think that she may have recognized me, and she probably didn't know what to say. Regardless, it was awkward. I heard that she is or was working with someone else that I know, and I am doing whatever to avoid them, especially together. I have a complicated relationship with her coworker, and I hope that it wouldn't all become a mess. I definitely will talk about her later. Something else that happened about the camp worker was I talked to her like at least once, and she knows a lot of my friends, acquaintances, classmates, and her uncle is an old friend of mine. A lot of these people would have a complicated relationship with me and really would fuck it with me, and really I have a small, strange and bad feeling about people talking about me and costing me any relationship, romantically or friendly. The situation is what it is. I'm fine with the situation, at least for now, and I don't know if I can or will be able to regain feelings for her, especially without changes. And the other one will be mentioned later. The other one is...
Can we comment now?
The other one is... the other one is November 2015. I'm just imagining like I'm sitting in front of kids like, all right, kiddies, it's story time.
Sitting for grandkids.
Yeah.
And then you probably have 14 of them.
14? Well, I mean, there's only like 9 here, so let's just say I screw each one of them once.
I'm sure you screwed them. You have a lot of lamps.
You know what no always does? I have these lamps, usually they're on and whatnot, and I leave them without these things on. First thing he comes in, he takes these and he puts them on. I'm like, stop it! Okay.
Story time.
It's time to comment, I guess, now that we're 7 minutes into it. Without being totally perverse. Okay. Okay, you can be perverse.
I'll try to limit.
Hey, I only had 2 pages to write. Excuse me for having to condense it all.
You never even described her.
Oh, I don't describe any of them.
He's talking about the butt.
Nothing. But actually, she does have a nice one though.
Give me a bone.
Actually, let's see. She's definitely one of the best, if not the best, in that sense. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out which one is the longest one that I wrote about. Probably November.
Was that the one we're getting to?
December's pretty late. No, July is next. The one who unfriended me and ignores me every time I try to talk to her.
Hey, baby.
That one. Not like that! You make me feel bad enough about this. Are we still... Are we still...
God, throw my own fart!
Are we still in this here?
Yeah, next door. Oh, we